Official, Zubimendi Arsenal player. Emiliano Martínez chose United. MU finally gets a top goalkeeper. Confirmed, Darwin Núñez joins Napoli. Huge scandal with Gyökeres transfer to Arsenal. Player enraged. All of this and more in today's episode. Zubimendi, officially Arsenal's first summer signing. After several months of negotiations, all documents between Arsenal and Real Sociedad have been signed, and Zubimendi himself has completed all formal procedures in London, including his medical and even a meeting with Mikel Arteta. The transfer fee is €65 million, with the payment structure spread across several stages to avoid a single lump sum. His contract extends until 2030. The official presentation is expected in the coming days, following the end of the financial year on June 30th. Zubimendi is an elite defensive midfielder, ranking among the top 10 La Liga players for progressive passes and successful dribbles. Arteta has long envisioned him as a balancing midfielder, capable of rotating with Rice in a 4-2-3-1 formation. This transfer also symbolizes a generational shift in midfield. Jorginho has already left, and Thomas Partey is departing as a free agent. Zubimendi is the first, but certainly not the last, signing for Arsenal this summer. Stay with us to always be up to date on all the most interesting transfer news and more. Gündoğan is close to a move to Galatasaray, and the transfer could become one of the most high-profile deals of the summer in Turkey. According to NTV Sport, Galatasaray has already reached a principal agreement with Gündoğan on a 2+1 contract. The player himself is positively inclined towards a return to Turkey, despite offers from Saudi Arabia. Manchester City, in turn, will not hinder the transfer, and the club is prepared to release the 34-year-old midfielder without compensation, considering his age, competition in midfield, and the player's own desire. The only condition for the deal to be finalized remains a personal conversation between Gündoğan and Galatasaray coach Okan Buruk, where his role in the team and guarantees of playing time need to be agreed upon. Incidentally, Guardiola commented on Galatasaray's interest in Gündoğan. Galatasaray? No, I haven't heard anything about it. However, at the same time, I can say that we currently have quite a large squad, too many players, but that's only for now, and right now, İlkay is completely part of my team, the Spanish specialist stated. This transfer could be an emotional return to his roots for Gündoğan, as his family originates from Turkey. For Galatasaray, it's a chance to gain an experienced leader in midfield. Official, Quansah transfers from Liverpool to Bayer Leverkusen. According to Sky Germany, the agreement between the clubs is fully concluded. The transfer will be permanent, not a loan. The compensation fee amounts to €30 million plus bonuses. The player's contract runs until 2030. The 22-year-old centre-back only played 17 Premier League matches for Liverpool, but managed to establish himself as a promising defender with a good first pass. Emiliano Martínez is on the verge of moving to Manchester United. According to the latest data, the Red Devils and Aston Villa are preparing to initiate official negotiations for the transfer of the Argentinian goalkeeper. Martínez himself has already given the green light for the move, considering it a golden opportunity in his career. What is known at this moment? Martínez wants to play in the Premier League and sees a chance to become the long-term number one at United. Ruben Amorim is personally insisting on the transfer, considering Emi a defensive leader. Aston Villa is willing to sell the player due to financial fair play pressure and values him at £34 to £40 million. In turn, United is considering the possibility of including Onana, Bayindir or Sancho in the deal to reduce the cost. Martínez, who has twice been recognized as the best goalkeeper in the world, specifically wants to join Manchester United and has already rejected offers from other clubs, including those from Saudi Arabia and Galatasaray. This transfer could be a key step in United's rebuilding, as the goalkeeper position has been a weakness for the past 2 seasons. Gyökeres is getting closer to Arsenal, and the situation is becoming explosive. The 27-year-old Swedish forward has refused to negotiate with the Sporting CP management, outraged that the club violated a gentleman's agreement for a €70 million transfer. Sporting is now demanding up to €100 million, and this has caused a real conflict between the player, his agent, and the club president. Let's briefly understand what is happening with this transfer saga. Gyökeres has refused to meet with the management and is even threatening to strike to forced the club to let him go. He has told friends and family that he specifically wants to join Arsenal and that it is his dream transfer. As for Manchester United, the Red Devils have been officially excluded from the race, and the player does not want to move to Old Trafford despite his connection with Ruben Amorim. The Gunners have already made an offer of €55 million plus bonuses, but it was rejected. Arsenal is willing to improve it, but does not want to pay the £85 million that Sporting is demanding, and is now considering whether to return to negotiations or switch to Benjamin Šeško. So the situation with Gyökeres' transfer is quite tense. We will continue to monitor developments and inform you of all the most interesting news. Darwin Núñez is getting closer to leaving Liverpool. The Reds and Napoli have held direct negotiations regarding the transfer of the Uruguayan forward. The Merseysiders want £42 million plus bonuses, while the Italians are currently offering £37 million and are trying to close the deal as quickly as possible, fearing competition from other clubs. Núñez himself has given his consent to a move to Naples, and he wants to remain in Europe and play in the Champions League. Antonio Conte has made Núñez his #1 priority in attack and considers him an ideal partner for Lukaku. Negotiations regarding salary and bonus structure are ongoing, but both sides are optimistic. Saudi clubs and Atletico Madrid are also monitoring the situation, but Núñez has rejected options from Saudi Arabia, wishing to remain at a top level in Europe. Germany national team forward Florian Wirtz has transferred from Bayer Leverkusen to Liverpool. Liverpool has officially announced the signing of Wirtz. The transfer itself cost the Reds £116 million. Bayer Leverkusen will receive £100 million immediately and £16 million in potential bonuses. Thus, the German has become the most expensive transfer in Premier League history. The previous record belonged to Chelsea, who paid €121 million for Enzo Fernandez in 2023. Wirtz also explained why he chose Liverpool. "I feel very happy and very proud. Finally, everything has come true. I have been waiting for this for a long time, and I am really happy. I can't wait for my new adventure. I have been constantly thinking about it. I want a new experience. I want to test myself in the Premier League. Why did I choose Liverpool? I just thought it was the right moment in my career to take the next step. And of course, I wanted to move to a club that is among the top 3 in the world. And in my opinion, Liverpool is one of them. Yes, I felt that I was in the best hands right here at Liverpool. The people, the idea, everything the club offered me, all this really convinced me. In the end, it was easy for me to get excited about this idea and want to join Liverpool. I was 100% sure that I wanted to join Liverpool, and it was the best choice," the German footballer said. What do you think is Florian Wirtz's future at Liverpool? Thibaut Courtois will remain in Madrid for another 2 years, as Real Madrid is preparing a new contract until summer 2028, despite his current deal expiring in 2026. The Belgian himself has already agreed to the extension, and the club expects to finalize all formalities after the Club World Cup. Interestingly, Real Madrid is breaking its own rule. Typically, players over 30 are offered only 1-year contracts, but an exception has been made for Courtois. The club also abandoned the idea of signing Joan Garcia, who ultimately moved to Barcelona and instead opted for the experienced Belgian. Courtois stated, "I want to stay. Playing here is a dream. We are in contact with the club and everything will be resolved easily." This step effectively closes the door for Andriy Lunin, who aimed to become the primary goalkeeper, but now it seems will be forced to seek a new club or agree to a backup role for a few more seasons. Courtois, who joined Real Madrid in 2018, has already played 282 matches for the club and won all possible trophies, including the Champions League and La Liga. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action and have a wonderful day.